Hi everyone, in this video we have grade 8, chapter 3, section 6, solving inequalities by multiplying or dividing. We use these two, multiply and divide by something. In these examples that you see, we have two numbers in each one of them, and in each one of the questions we have multiply by something or divide by something. At first, here we have 12 and negative 3. At first, these two, which one is greater? Let's see. We can see that 12 is greater than negative 3. What if we multiply both of the sides by this number, which is 5, which is given? 12 multiplied by 5, negative 3 multiplied by 5. We multiply both of them by this number which is given. Let's see which one would be greater. 12 multiplied by 5 would be 60. Negative 3 multiplied by 5 would be negative 15. Again, this side is greater. 12 is greater than negative 3. 60 is greater than negative 15. The sign stays as itself. Let's see for the other one, which is negative 4. In this side we have 4 and 11. Which one is greater? We see that 11 is greater than 4. Yes. But what if we multiply both of them by negative 4? Negative 4 multiplied by 4 and negative 4 multiplied by 11. The result of this one would be negative 16. The result of the other one would be negative 44. We know that in the negative numbers, as much as the negative is greater, so the value of it would be smaller. So we know that negative 16 is greater than negative 44, like negative 1 is greater than negative 2. We see that the sign at first, this side was greater, but then it changed to this side. So if we multiply by a positive number, if we multiply both of the sides by a positive number, the sign stays the same. If we multiply both of them by a negative number, the sign would be changing always in the inequalities. This one we have divide. Divide by 5, divide by negative 2. We have negative 10 and 5. Which one is greater? 5 is greater than negative 10. What if we multiply both of them by divide? Sorry, it was divide. What if we divide both of them by 5? It would be negative 2. The other side would be 1. This is positive 1, this is negative 2. We know that positive 1 is greater. The sign stays the same when we divide it by a positive number. What about the other one? We have negative 18, negative 32. Which one is greater? Negative 18 is greater. What if we divide both of them by negative 2? Divide by negative 2. Negative 32 divided by negative 2. Negative 18 divided by negative 2, it would be positive 9. And negative 32 divided by negative 2, it would be positive 16. Now, which one is greater? 16 is greater than 9. Again, we see that when we divide it by a positive number, the sign stayed the same. Nothing changed. But when we divide by a negative number, always the sign is changing. So from this one we got that whenever we multiply an inequality, both of the sides of an inequality, so the sign stays the same. If we multiply or divide by a negative number, the sign would be changing, like in these two examples we had. Multiply, divide by positive number stays the same. Multiply or divide by negative numbers, the sign would be changing. And now let's solve some examples for those inequalities that we have unknown variables, that we have letters like x, y, b, a, those kind of things. How we can solve? By multiplying or dividing. Let's write down some examples. 24 greater than h over 5. Another one, negative 7x greater than or equal to 42. And let's do another one, which is 4x greater than or equal to negative 5. For these three examples, at first, from the first one that we have h over 5. From the equations we said that whenever we have a fraction, whatever we have inside under the unknown value, which is 5 here we have, we multiply both of the sides by this number. Because we have 5, we multiply that by 5. 5 multiplied by 24. We don't change the sign because we multiply both of the sides by positive number. H over 5 multiplied by 5. We said because it's in the denominator and this would be on the numerator. Then we can cancel these two. In the result we would get only h. We can cancel these two. We would get only h over 1 in this side. The sign stays the same because we multiplied by a positive number. We multiplied by 5. And the other one, it would be 24 multiplied by 5, it would be 120. This is the result. 120 greater than h. We just multiplied by a positive number because here we had positive 5 in the denominator of the h. For this one we have negative 7x greater than or equal to 42. In this case we said whenever we have any number with the x multiplied, we divide both of the sides by the same number. We have negative 7, we divide by negative 7, we divide by negative 7. Negative 7 divided by negative 7 would be 1x. We divided both of the sides by a negative number, so the sign would be changing like that. 42 divided by negative 7, the result would be negative 6. In the other one the same. Here we have 4x greater than or equal to negative 5. Because you have 4 with the x, we divide by 4, we divide by 4. 4 divided by 4, it will be only 1x. Because we divided by a positive number, we don't change the sign. You can write greater than or equal to negative 5 over 4, or you can simplify, you can divide by negative 5 by 4. You would get negative 1.25. This is how you can solve an inequality by multiplying or dividing by a number. Whenever we multiply or divide by a positive number, the sign stays the same. Whenever we multiply or divide by a negative number, the sign will change. That's all about that. Thanks for watching.